A Dallas police officer has been charged with manslaughter after she murdered a man in his own apartment thinking it was hers. Welcome back to What's Trending. I'm Martine Bierman. Make sure to subscribe for more social media and news stories daily. According to police reports, 30-year-old Amber Guyger entered the apartment of 26-year-old Botham Shenjan thinking it was her own. She didn't recognize him and shot him in the chest. Because a natural reaction to seeing someone in an apartment that looks nothing like your own is to start firing at random. For about 72 hours after the shooting, the officer was not identified, leading to growing pressure from the Dallas community to hold her accountable. Guyger was ultimately arrested and charged with manslaughter, though she posted bond and left the jail shortly thereafter.
Indeed, Jason, like you mentioned, posting bond just a couple of hours ago, so she won't even spend one complete night in jail. We've got some video of her being taken away after she posted bond just around the 8 o'clock hour this evening. Her bond was set at $300,000.
Guyger just worked a 15-hour shift and mistakenly parked on the wrong floor of her parking garage. And that's how she ended up in front of Jean's apartment, thinking it was her own. But the issue here is less about her mistake of being at the wrong apartment and more about her reaction once she was inside. Jean's mother, a former government official in St. Lucia, believes the implicit bias surrounding race was a factor. She asked, if it was a white man, would it have been different? Would Officer Guyger have reacted differently? It's obviously impossible to know what would have happened under a different circumstance, but significant research has found that officers are more likely to shoot black suspects than white. Botham Jean's family wants to make sure that more than anything, he gets justice.
The family and their attorneys met with the Dallas DA, insisting that Guyger be arrested.
At this point, we need probable cause of a crime, and the existence of probable cause is painstakingly clear.
Jean was born in St. Lucia, a sovereign island in the Caribbean. He was active at the West Dallas Church of Christ and a member of the a cappella group Good News Singers at Harding University in Arkansas. He was working as a risk assurance specialist for PricewaterhouseCoopers. There are no indications that Guyger and Jean knew each other prior to the shooting. This is despite claims on social media that the two appeared together in a photo. The killing of Botham Jean is just the latest incident to make national news of an unarmed black man being shot and killed. And understandably, many in Dallas want to make sure that this time, things are different. Local pastor Brian Carter says the faith community is upset that it took 3 days to arrest Amber Guyger, but are thankful it happened. Charlie Monsanto tweeted, "I'll make this easy for everybody. Whatever penalty you feel Botham Jean would have gotten for murdering police officer Amber Guyger in her home because he accidentally thought it was his own should be the same penalty she should pay for murdering him." Now I think that's fair. But there's going to be a lot of debate about whether that will actually happen. After investigating, the Texas Rangers, who took over for the Dallas police, elected to charge Guyger with manslaughter. In Texas, manslaughter is a second-degree felony where prosecutors will have to show that Guyger was reckless in her use of force. I mean, I'm no cop, but I'm pretty sure that just whipping out your gun and shooting at random is a little reckless. If convicted, manslaughter requires a minimum of 2 and a maximum of 20 years in prison. Personally, I hope she gets the 20-year sentence, but even that means that she gets to sit in jail for 20 years while this guy has lost his life. Guyger's defense, should she plead not guilty, would likely attempt to show that she had a real fear of physical harm and acted in self-defense. But an acquittal or 2-year prison sentence is unlikely to quell the anger of the city of Dallas, who saw a model citizen gunned down in his own home. On one side, I really appreciate the work that the police force do, and I understand that a 15-hour shift is crazy. But I think that that kind of reaction, given the fact that you're walking into a space that clearly looks nothing like your own, is ridiculous. What do you guys think? Should she receive the maximum sentence for what she's done? Let us know in the comments, and for more trends, head to whatstrending.com.